Let's go. We finally got ourselves some good Ahsoka. We got a little bit to talk about here. Ahsoka, season 1, episode 3, a smash hit. Yes, as you guys know, we just got through watching Ahsoka. Beautiful, beautiful episode. It was only about 31 minutes if you take out the recap, the intro, and the outro credits. Sam Witwer again in the credits. And who else did we see in this episode? Yes, we saw Marok. They also officially gave us a pronunciation of his name via Shin. And it was during essentially like the middle slash back end of the episode. And yes, Marok is going to be still Star Killer. Yes, Galen Merrick, aka Marok. He's in the building. We're just waiting on a reveal. Now, outside of that, this episode was really, really good. I gave the first two episodes basically like a 9 out of 10. This one I'm following up with a 9.5. Why? Simply put, it is because they got to the point. And despite the first two episodes feeling a little slower, they still did very good job bringing the vibes from Rebels, bringing us kind of a catch up speed to more or less the core fans, and then giving kind of like the roundabout, you know, casual fan a little idea into who these characters are exactly. I still felt like they did a good job of doing that in the first two episodes. But in this episode, it's not 40 something minutes, not 50 something minutes. It is 31 minutes and they get straight to the point. Now, yes, I'm a big Star Wars theory guy, but I also have been doing a lot of homework when it comes to the lore and when it comes to understanding George Lucas's perspective on Star Wars, because he did create this world, and also watching a ton of old lore videos from theory. I too understand that everybody has the ability to be force sensitive. It's just a matter of talent, training, and honing in on that skill and really feeling it, right? And so that opens the door of possibilities for essentially anybody. And so, of course, we're going to have Sabine learning how to be force sensitive, or if not, trying to tap into her force sensitivity. And I think she's going to do it. Do I think she's going to be a beast with it? I don't know, but I do like how the episode starts out with her training, bringing a little old schoolness back with the visor, blocking your vision, forcing you to feel, and it appears as though she was definitely raw, and for lack of a better term, and really in the words of Hu Yang, very bad, very weak. But you notice that she could feel a little something towards the end of the training session with Ahsoka, and then leading into later in the episode with her and Ahsoka battling out the dogfight between Shin and Marok and a few other, starfighters. It felt very, very good to see Ahsoka start learning lessons herself, being a master, but then also realizing that she does have to trust her Padawan. Do you trust your own training that you have instilled upon her in order to accomplish what you're supposed to do, which is essentially surviving, but also trying to figure out what is Elsbeth and Balin and Shin and Starkiller, what are they all up to, right? So seeing Ahsoka finally hone in on trusting Sabine in that way, allowing her to get her Luke Skywalker moment in the cruiser to take out some of the starfighters. And then this is where we got to see Sabine probably unconsciously or subconsciously rather finally tapping into the force. And it's when they reached this planet and a bunch of and the Purgle showed up, which is essentially a bunch of star whales. And these whales are force sensitive. They use the force essentially. I think they may have been like boosters or multipliers, enhancers to the force, which may have actually helped Sabine channel the force to help them navigate through the Purgle and hide away from Shin and Starkiller. And I think that's very, very good to see. I think that's what we need in Star Wars, is some more lore, but some more action from that standpoint. I also like that we got a little bit more out of Shin. Shin's development is starting to also show in terms of how she responds to, if not conflict, her disappointment with others. And Elsbeth thought she had Ahsoka and Sabine. Nope. But Shin got a little sassy with her, and actually it was really cool. And it was good to see some life in that character. I actually like the development so far of Shin as well. I think she's quiet and stoic in a good way, because it's not like she has association like that, right? She's not out here talking to people, and she doesn't have a social life, so she's gonna be a little socially awkward. She's just here to do her mission and bounce, really. So I understand that from her, and I think that's gonna be really, 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 really good in terms of where her trajectory goes, in terms of her personality and really her future in the show. And then we get one super cool scene of Balin towards the end, just stealing the whole show just with one 15-second scene, basically. Super fire. So I like that aspect. We got a little bit of voice out of Maroc, and this is where we all think Sam Witwer, Star Killer. So we're almost there. We also got a cool scene of Ahsoka jumping on top of their cruiser in space, taking out fighters with the lightsaber. Maybe we would have figured maybe she would have tried to throw them, use the force to retract them. I wonder how force sensitive you can be out in space. We know we saw Leia being force sensitive. I understand. But it is interesting to see nonetheless that we get a little bit more action out of Ahsoka from that perspective. So I really like that. I think this was a very, very good episode. Very, very good. Woo, 9.5 out of 10 for me. And I believe there's 8 episodes, right? 7, 8 episodes. So 3 episodes down, we're entering the halfway point next week, and I think we're gonna get at least one reveal. We got a Hera scene in this as well, with her going toe to toe with the senators and verbally beating them down, but it also costed her help. So that it is what it is there, but we got to see more Hera from Rebels, that personality come out, and we got to see Jason Sandula, her and Kanan's child with green hair. We got to see him pop up, so it was also a delight to see. So I am definitely excited. I'm happy that we're getting a show that is going to open up many different possibilities for Star Wars. Josh from the Den of Nerds, he also had some things to talk about in terms of like old reports and rumors and speculation about Dave potentially building out a different galaxy where they could have fun and play in, and it doesn't necessarily affect the current timeline. And I think that would be super awesome if that is what we're doing. But the more as this goes on, and we still got about 5 episodes left, so it's not like it's the end. There's still so much to show. Thrawn, potentially Ezra, potentially Luke Skywalker, potentially other aspects of Star Wars lore. Nothing necessarily brand new yet, but I think we're getting there, guys. We are getting there, and it's going to be good. So let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about Ahsoka. What have you thought about it so far? How did you feel about episode 3? What do you think the future for Ahsoka and Star Wars is going to be after this show? The comment section is open for discussion. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure to like the like button, subscribe to the channel, the notification bell, so my videos or my occasional live streams. That way, sit back, see what's cracking. But Micah, sign out to the next video. Wait for